Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna explain a bit more about my academic journey that I had internationally. So in the previous videos, I explained how I had a funding through my master's from the government of Italy, and through that funding, I had the opportunity to travel and I had the opportunity to find an internship position in Denmark, and through that internship position, I had the chance to get a full-time job in UK. So in this video, because you asked so many questions about the funding and how it's possible to get that funding, if it's a merit-based or it's a financial-based scholarship, and what's the procedure for that, I'm gonna explain explicitly in this video about this kind of a scholarship. So in order to be eligible for this funding in Italy, first of all, I should say this is a funding and a scholarship type that is coming from government of Italy. So it is not specific for a specific university or like for a specific course or professor in the Italy. So it's like for all of the universities, and the procedure for getting this scholarship is a bit complicated, but it's usually straightforward. So if you apply for it, usually most of the applicants get the scholarship, so it's worth to be tried actually. So in order to apply for this scholarship, the first step is to get an admission for one of the universities in Italy. So in order to get an admission, you apply for a course in one of the universities for your master's. It can be also bachelor's, it can be also master's. Both of them are eligible for getting this scholarship. So depending on your condition, you can apply for either of these programs. Let's imagine you are applying for master's. So you apply for your course and you find a relevant course to your background. You apply for it in one of the universities in Italy, and in order to do this, obviously you know that you should provide some documents, including, for example, your CV, resume, your cover letter, your I don't know, previous academic degrees, and also your personal documents and this kind of general documents. So you provide these documents, you apply for a university program, and you either get admission or you get rejected. So it's either of these options. So if you get admission from one of the universities in Italy, you are now eligible to apply for a scholarship for doing your studies and living in Italy. I should add, before going through scholarship, I should add that you can apply for different courses in different universities at the same time, so there is no problem and there's nothing wrong with that, because you don't know if you're gonna get admission or not in one specific course and one specific university. So and usually the deadlines are then more or less the same for different universities, so you should definitely have a different plan A, B, C, in order to make sure that you're gonna get admission at least from one of these universities, and you are not losing one academic year to wait for next year if by any chance you get rejected. So it's the best scenario, it's the best option to usually apply for different universities if you can find your relevant course in there, and wait for the answer from them, and at the end you can choose whichever you want if you get admission from more than one university. Okay, so let's imagine you have got admission from one university and you are now ready to apply for your scholarship. So this scholarship that I mentioned, it's not a merit-based scholarship, so it's depending on your financial condition. All you are trying to do is to say that you have admission, but you are not financially supported, and you need financial support in order to be able to come to Italy, to the city that you got admission to Italy, and in order to live there, and in order to pay for your costs for the university and also for living. So obviously, in order to do that, you should provide some financial documents for the department that is considering your scholarship application. So a scholarship application and a scholarship condition, like requirements, are different from different regions of Italy. For example, Piedmont has different kind of requirements for their scholarship in compared to the other regions of Italy. So whenever you got admission from one university, you should check their the website related to the scholarship of that specific region, because the requirements, the minimum requirements, are different for different regions, and also they are changing regularly each year. So I highly recommend that you do not trust if you are like in contact with someone from previous year applicants, you shouldn't trust the information of the last year and like the old out of the date information, because each year they are changing very fast, and it is the safe option to try it yourself and to check it yourself. So, so these financial documents, as I said, are different from each of the regions, but generally all of them are related about your like bank statement information, or the place that you are living, like the number of people in your family, in your household, and the person that is your that is paying your costs, and the salary of that person who is paying your costs, which can be yourself, which can be your father, your spouse, or anyone else in your family. So this kind of financial documents are required in order to apply for this scholarship. Well, I highly recommend that you start preparing these documents as soon as possible, because usually you should after getting and preparing these documents, you should translate them in Italian language in order to be able to provide them for your application. So it's gonna take some time to prepare these, to translate them, and to scan them, and to submit your application. So I highly recommend to start your application process early, and as early as possible, and not to wait for the last days of deadline. So depending on your region, the steps can be different for this scholarship application. In some of the regions, they require you to apply to submit your application online and bring the documents with yourself, and have some in-person steps when you are in Italy, and in some of them the online steps are enough in some of the regions. So it's definitely up to region to see what's the procedure, and they are usually very explicit in their explanation regarding the procedure, so you can easily go to their website, read the instructions, and you are good to go. And this scholarship usually is the value is changing usually each year because of the inflation that is happening. At the moment, if I'm not wrong, it's around, because I haven't been in Italy for a couple of years now, so it's around 7,000 euros per year, and also the tuition is waived, so you are not paying for your tuition fee, and you have an extra 7,000 euros for your costs, which can also include which you can use for anything. You can cover your accommodation with this, you can cover your groceries and all of your costs. And well, obviously it depends on your lifestyle, how are you going to spend it and how much you're gonna spend it, but usually with the economic student lifestyle, you can have an easy life with this amount of money. Well, it's absolutely a huge support. It was also the same condition for me, and I managed to live properly with this scholarship. It is also possible to get some kind of accommodation from the university and because of this scholarship, but in that case you're gonna get paid less than this amount because you are not paying any rent, so you are living in the accommodations of the university. So in that case you will be get paid less than this amount, but if you are not eligible for accommodation that is provided because of this scholarship, in that case you're gonna be paid the full amount, so you can pay for your rent directly. And there are, as I said, there are some instructions, some steps that can be different from all of the regions. For example, in my region we were supposed to upload our contract of our place in order to show that we are living in some place, and we are living in some place with the contract in our name, so we need that money. So after uploading that document, we used to get paid for our accommodation so it was kind of our one of the payments of our scholarship. So it's like very handy. It's enough amount of money to live as a student in Italy, and it was a great opportunity because this scholarship, being eligible for this scholarship, you can also later apply for a mobility fund. So mobility fund, as it's obvious, it allows you to move around in the EU and to have the collaboration opportunity with other universities and other companies as well, because you are like it's a program very similar to Erasmus program, but it's slightly different. So it's called mobility program. So when you have this scholarship, you are getting a bit extra each month because of the traveling costs that you have, like the transportation and the difference in living costs in different countries. So in that case, you have this financial support, so you can go to different countries and you can have an internship for a specific duration of time, usually 3 months, 4 months. It's usually 3 months, I guess, and you can you know, spend some time in there in different universities, which can, or companies, which can be a starting point for you to start your career, to start your graduate studies, like PhD in those universities, which was the case for me. And I used this opportunity in my internship to find a full-time job in UK later on, and it wouldn't be possible if I haven't done that internship in that a company in Denmark that I had, and I explained very widely in the previous video regarding this journey that I had from my master's to my job. So please feel free to watch it if you are interested. So this is all you need to know about the scholarship and about this specific type of scholarship that I had through my master's. I'm sure if you follow the instructions on the documents, and if you are actually in need of this scholarship, you will get it, because they are very fair in making the decision, and usually it's a very fair decision regarding getting acceptance or rejection. So good luck with that, and let me know if you have any questions about generally the masters that I had in Italy and also this scholarship in the comment section. I'm gonna explain a bit more later on about in a separate video about my experience of living in Italy and like the nice things of living about living in Italy, the cultural experiences that I had in the next videos. So follow me for more videos if you are interested. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.